Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, Trackstar family. What's up? I am your host, Shaina, and you are here listening to another episode of One Track Record. For those of you that are brand new, welcome. We are the Trackstar family where we come weekly for the most part to talk about certain aspects of different relationships and ultimately the relationship with yourself and the Most High. So, thank you for all of your continuous support, for sharing, hitting the like button, all of that good stuff. I know the last time you guys were here, we had an episode about social etiquette as well as some red flags for the most part in friendships. Today, we're going to focus more on green flags because it's pretty easy to call out things when they're bad as far as friendships go and relationships. But what are some good aspects of healthy relationships when it comes to friendships or friendships that lead to something more, things along those lines? Okay. So we're going to talk about it. And please don't laugh at my pictures because I worked really hard. Okay. Be my friend and don't laugh. So, one track, what are you up to today? What is this? Here you go. This is the Green Flags of Friendship track. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, you may be confused. Why is she referring to tracks and CDs and cassette side A and B? Well, here's the explanation. Cassette tapes are gender based, side A focusing on the women, side B for the men. CDs are for both gender. So this is technically a CD episode. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started. So, Shaina, first and foremost, who are you and why do you do what you do? Well, I was always told that for the most part, relationships are important. And I definitely am not only a living testament of that, but I realized in life, there's no way to be successful without them. And one of the most beneficial relationships you could ever have in life is a form of friendship, even before you get married, before you start a business or go through business ventures. All of that plays a role. Friendship is the most underrated type of relationship for the simple fact that friendship really is another way of classifying the mutual respect and the benefits of reciprocity. I know growing up as a Black person in America, right? There's the old cliche where your parents, if you're Black, say, I'm not one of your little friends. They were right. They're not one of my little friends. But as I've grown to appreciate what they've done for me, we can now have somewhat of a friendship, being that the respect, certain aspects were accounted for in my upbringing as to my makeup to who I am today. But official warning, I am not a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist, okay? So whatever is said on this channel is my opinion. I'm not over here trying to psychoanalyze anybody. In fact, yes, I have studied sociology, psychology, and communications, but no, I'm not licensed in those fields, okay? So, as much as I may make you feel good or generally confirm a few things for you that you may already know, please, please do not treat me as if I'm licensed. Thank you. Now, let's get into today's content. So, what are the good signs that your friendship is genuine and is worth keeping? Well, you know me in lists. For those of you who have been here before, I have comprised a list of 10 things that would indicate that your friendship is gold. And that, yes, there's some rough patches that may happen between friendships, but here's some signs that maybe it's worth keeping and fighting for. Okay? So here goes number one. Their presence makes you feel at ease, i.e., if home was a feeling. So, for those of you who are listening right now and you're in the live chat, or maybe you're on the replay and you're in the comment section, I'm pretty sure, however old you are right now, you've at least experienced one decent friendship in your lifetime where maybe you're still friends with said person, maybe you're not for whatever reason. But you know that as soon as you even saw this illustration here of these two, that somebody popped into your head and you said, you know what? Even if this person isn't necessarily who I thought they were, I miss the feeling I had with them before I knew what I knew or experienced what I experienced with them. And to that, I say, you might want to self reflect and see exactly was that friendship, if it didn't work out, why do you feel like it didn't work out? Do you feel like it's possibly an avenue you're willing to explore again? Do you feel like it's mendable? Do you think that the damage done is irreversible? You're allowed to feel, you're allowed to think. But just know that when it comes to genuine friendships, no two are alike. In life, we tend to go towards what makes us feel good, but sometimes what makes us feel good doesn't make us grow. Certain friendships are there for a reason. Certain friendships can make you, break you, enhance you, derail you. It's your job to really figure out what type of friendship you have, who's being influenced, who's the influencer. Am I making sense? So, we really should cherish friends who make us feel that no matter what's happening in life, I'm home whenever I'm around you. I can loosen my collar. I can take off my shoes. Maybe not literally if you don't wash your feet and you don't wash your socks. Because don't be coming into my house and your toes smell like Funyuns. Because now we're going to fight and our friendship might end and I might tell people. But you know what I mean. Let's go to the next one. They listen to understand, not to judge you or your situation. God bless the friends that are genuinely there for you, who you may look in the mirror and say, I'm a complete mess. But the way they see you and build you up, whether it's through words of affirmation, whether it's through physical touch, I'm going to pause on that a little bit. No diddy for the men. Whether it's through quality time, all of the love languages, right? The acts of service, all that jazz. God bless those friends that on our lowest days can build us up and just know us so well through observation, through asking, through all of that, and are able to say, I love you, even though you don't even love yourself that much right now. You know how hard it is as an adult in 2024 to just get out of bed in the morning and do everything society tells you as far as exercise, eat right, but still enjoy the foods that make you happy and don't limit yourself. Find a hobby that also can help you to make money, possibly. If you don't have enough money at one job, get a second job. You got to vote. You got to pay your taxes. You got to go to the doctor. You got to go to the dentist. You should check your eyes. If you just got out of bed today and put 2 feet on the ground, you're blessed, okay? God bless the friends that cheer us on for what we think is the most menial of tasks and are there to say, I got you no matter what. Talk to me. I know I'm busy. I know you're busy. We gonna meet up eventually. Doesn't matter if it's 2 months from now or 3. It's still gonna feel like I just saw you yesterday. God bless those friends. Okay? They're there through no matter what circumstance you have in your life. They may even be tired of you and talk to you as if you're a sibling for real. Those friends. Okay, let's go to the next one. They honor any boundaries you have and don't make you feel bad for it. Ooh. God bless those friends that they just know certain things may trigger you, certain things from your past maybe have traumatized you, right? Maybe some bad experiences, but they just know, like, you know what? I already know Shaina acts a certain way if I were to bring this topic up, or if I were to talk about that person, or this situation. I see how she reacts to it. I'm just not even going to bring it up for real. Or if I do bring it up, it's just out of genuine concern. I'm not going to bang down the door that she built up. Okay? I'm not going to ask for the key. I'm just going to leave it right where it's at. I might knock, but if she says no entry, cool. I'm going to just leave it. And I'm not going to make her feel bad for not wanting to explore that. When she's ready, if she's ever ready with me, that's cool. That's what a real friend is. Any friend that is willing to see that you have traumas and triggers when it comes to certain things, they have total disregard for your feelings, no type of empathy. They get a kick out of seeing you upset, maybe through body language, through nonverbal communication. They might even smile a little and then try to break the smile once they see you upset. Run from them people. I'm not, again, I'm not a licensed psychiatrist or psychologist, but they might be a sociopath. I'm not even gonna hold you. Just run. Okay. Let's go to the next one. You can be your true self without reservations around them. Hmm. I absolutely love the fact that whenever I'm with my best friend, I know we are lit. Anywhere we go, we're going to have everybody else around us laughing genuinely because we are unapologetically on accident hilarious. I just know we are. Those are the type of people you want to have in your life where I don't have to second guess if I'm goofy around you, if I'm doing too much, all of that. I can just genuinely be myself. You're going to love me for me. We're a vibe. We're not trying to outshine each other. I don't have to second guess what I say around you. Like all of that, all of the things. Okay. Long gone are the days where I have to sit here and have a superficial friendship as if I'm in high school and that matters anymore. Some adults, you'll be surprised, they are out here in the world in 2024, and especially women, they will have the most superficial relationships with each other that they mask as friendships, either for some type of social gain. Let's say this friend or whatever has a certain aesthetic. So they go after her to be quote unquote friends, not even to genuinely get to know this person, but to just see maybe how they live their life, how it is they're so quote unquote successful when it comes to money and being able to afford things, that it could be years down the line and they don't even know your favorite color. They've never met your family, but they just feel like they have so much access to you. That's when anytime you feel like you should have reservations because of the way somebody treats you, because of what you are, or who you represent, or what you have, that's not your friend. That's your associate that you choose to have around. Real friends, you don't have to keep anything from. You could just be yourself. They're going to love you anyways. They're going to be the friend that you can go to church with. You can go to the library with. They can go to a party with, like anywhere. You can have your friends around your kids. Like those are true friends. I'm not going to switch up just because your parents entered the room. Your significant other entered the room. Unless we're talking about something sensitive, of course. But reservations is a red flag. No reservations, green flag. I said what I said. Let's go to the next one. They hold you accountable for the things you have said or done. They are unbiased when it comes to being right or wrong amongst yourselves and others. Boy, oh boy. Have you ever had a friend where you let them know, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe three times, about certain patterns that are just not okay with you, but they may keep doing it? And you're not warning them to embarrass them or to let them know that they're wrong to embarrass them, but out of genuine concern that it bothers you and it's not okay with you. If they continue to do it still after they quote unquote apologize, which they really didn't because the behavior didn't change, red flag. If they genuinely keep making the mistake because maybe they apologized, but they still didn't understand where they went wrong, mm, yellow flag. But as we've kept saying on this channel, a true apology also comes and follows up with a change in behavior. Change in behavior is the best apology ever. So it's not enough really to just say, all right, Shay, like I hear you, and nothing changes. You keep doing, you're a repeat offender. You a habitual line stepper. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. That's your whole MO. I'm sorry. That's mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I'll never forget how I've had a quote unquote friend. And I let them know that something they kept doing as far as trying to diminish somebody else who they claimed no longer mattered, but kept bringing it up even though nobody brought them up, was making them look corny because at one point they were super loyal to that person. It's like, yo, not for nothing, nobody brought up said person. Why do you keep bringing them up and you continue to belittle the person? Right? Told them once, told them twice in private. I knew if I would have told them a third time, which they were ready to do, I would have been wrong for continuing to be around them. I don't need to be in the crossfire of anybody else's and put my neck out for anybody else's nonsense. Okay? Even the book talks about that. Okay? You warn them once, you warn them twice, be done with it. Even the book says in Titus chapter 3, you warn a divisive person once, warn them a second time. After that, have nothing to do with them. Because eventually, you might be warped up in the same activities they're doing by default. Just like how I said in the previous episode, whether you want to admit it and acknowledge it or not, every single relationship that you enter in willingly is transactional. There is always going to be a person who has more influence, and there's always going to be one person that's more influenced. Hmm. Somebody's going to have stronger influence than the other. And if I keep accepting things that I know I'm not cool with that don't sit right with me, but I keep telling you about it and you don't change, inadvertently, I'm accepting the behavior that I didn't appreciate in the first place. Sounds like I'm the one being influenced, right? What if I want to be an influencer? Or what if I want it to be transactional where we both can influence each other and be influenced in a positive way? Think of it that way. Okay, so if you hold me accountable, whether we're just by ourselves, which would be preferable not to try to embarrass or diminish anyone, because we also spoke about the concept of protect in public, correct in private, which goes for really all relationship types. Okay. If you can hold me accountable, definitely a green flag. Whether you agree with me or not, but you let me know what's up, I respect it. I might not agree initially, but I'll definitely respect you more. Let's go to the next one. They encourage you and support your personal success both publicly and privately. We love a friend when you tell them good news, they're just as excited as you are. Even if you don't necessarily start your plans or your plans are not in motion as of yet, but you're that comfortable to tell them and they're just as excited as you are, that is a good friend. And the sad part is in 2024, it is so hard to find and keep and maintain friendships where nobody is in secret competition with you. Nobody is trying to tell your business. Okay. Everybody wins, everybody eats. It is very hard. We are living in crazy times right now. So if you have this friend or you had this friend and you feel that there's an ounce of you left that still says, you know what, I could at least check to see how this person's doing, not with any malicious intent to try to get anything from them, but just to see if there's any way we can mend this relationship that we have. No diddy. I think it might be worth exploring, but I don't know what happened between y'all, so don't quote me on it. Don't send this to the person so they can be like, who's this one track girl cyber stalking me and getting in my business? Don't put me in that. Okay? But if it happens to work, you're welcome. Cause no, y'all not trying to set me up, okay? By the way, if you haven't already, go ahead and send me an email. Maybe you have a story that relates to this. Maybe you want to shed light on this. Maybe you have an opinion on this. You know what to do. Send me an email at onetrackrecord123@gmail.com. I don't bite. I don't gotta read your name. You can write anonymous in the subject line. I won't include your name. I didn't do it the first email. Now, let's go to the next one, shall we? You never have to second guess anything you say to them in confidence. When I tell you one of the biggest friendship flexes you can have is a person who you can confide in and just know that whatever you tell them, like I tell my good friend at church, whatever we say here stays in the basement. No, we are not in a physical basement, but whatever you say here at this table at the diner stays in the basement. If you know, you know. There are just certain things till this day, even with ex boyfriends, that they have confided in me because they just say, you know what, Shay, yo, real talk, I really feel like I can tell you this. I haven't told anybody this. The first thing I'm even able to say when they say stuff like that is, you sure you want to tell me? It's not that I want to tell your business, but I don't want you to feel pressured into telling me things just because today you're comfortable with me, but tomorrow you may not. That's just the first disclaimer I usually do. Like, you don't have to tell me. If you want to, that's cool. Like, I'm not going to tell anybody if you don't want me to. There are things that I legit will keep to my grave that I still have not told anybody, even when I was pissed off with them or currently. Because some people, oh, some people really got to me. But I'm still keep it cute. I'm not gonna say nothing. Okay, that is a green flag. Even if the relationship goes sour, you still don't say anything when people tell you things in confidence. Let's go to the next one. They wish you well and intercede for you in prayer if needed. Mic drop. This one doesn't even need an explanation. Honestly. Like what what could I possibly a friend that prays for you is a real friend, but now you also got to be careful who they're praying to. All right, let me just go to the next one cuz I'm not trying to judge nobody. That's between y'all and whoever you pray to. Number 9. They defend you even if word never gets back to you of what was said or happened. Integrity, integrity, integrity. What happens and what you do when nobody of significance is there to witness says a lot about who you are as a friend. Sometimes you have to ask yourself when certain drama comes with certain quote unquote friends. Why did this person feel so comfortable saying X, Y, and Z to you, knowing you're quote unquote friends with me? Some of you don't ask the right questions. And that's in multiple different types of relationships. You don't ask the right questions when it comes to friends. You don't ask the right questions before you say I do. You don't ask the right questions before you start a business. And then you suffer for it later. Can we stop? Can we stop this in 2024? Can we? Now, for real. Oh no, baby, what is you doing? Let's go to the next one. Number 10. People don't feel comfortable bad talking you while they're around. Loyalty. Friends who legit put a halt on any conversation when it comes to people talking badly about others while they're not there. That is a friend you may want for the rest of your life. People who are able to just shut down bad vibes at the first point of contact, especially as a woman. Oh, you got self control over your tongue and your heart? Let's have a conversation. I feel safe around you. What you doing this weekend? Is the first thing in my mind. Because we've been conditioned as a society in 2024 that it's okay and we can laugh at others as long as the joke is never on us. Gross. What do I look like at my big age of 30 whatever, entertaining the same things I did when I was 15, 16 years old, but also have the nerve to say I'm grown? And let's talk about it. TV has ruined us. Media has ruined us. The things that we find entertaining are destroying us. The people who are asking the serious questions as to why this is are being shunned, laughed at, and put down. Why? And I can guarantee you the people who are probably speaking up about certain things that I just said are probably the black sheeps of the family. Yep. The ones that hold people accountable for their behavior, especially to narcissistic households, where because you're the strongest link out of everybody else's weaker link, you're the problem. I'm here to tell you wanting better for yourself, but not pushing it in people's faces doesn't make you the problem. You know what the problem is? Hanging around the same small circle of friends out of convenience because you don't feel like you can make friends elsewhere and settling for whatever crap you get. That's the problem. Yeah, but I'm not going to keep you here all night. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, live chat section. Don't forget to send those emails. The email address is in the chat, in the replay if you need it. I'm not sure if I'll be here Sunday for sure, but if anything changes, I'll let you know. You might hear from me also if you are associated with For No Fame. But if I don't see or hear from you Sunday, have a happy and safe weekend. Please be safe. Please do not be out here wilding. And I will type and chat with you later. You know where to find me. I am on Instagram at one track underscore Shaina. And you enjoy the rest of your evening. I will see you later.